Hi there, welcome back. This is Dawn, back with you. It has been a while, but better late than never. Well, I was off for a while because I had my 3-month eye checkup recently and the result wasn't good. I am not happy, and neither is my doctor. She's now sending me off to another specialist to get his opinion on why my eye pressure will not stabilize. I am worried because the way how when she talks about my eye disease, she behaves as if any moment I could go blind. So with that worry, I went into a kind of depressed mode, and I wasn't using my eyes for anything that wasn't necessary. In a sense, I was preserving my eyes. But I remember that when I get on here and I talk, I feel a little better. So I decided, why not come and talk, staying away, hiding away will not solve the problem. Maybe by talking to you, I can get suggestion or help. I know down in the islands we have treatments, remedies for our ailments. So maybe someone can share what they do, or wherever you are in the islands or anywhere in the world. What do you use for an illness or eye treatment? I have glaucoma, and despite change in medication, my pressure will not go down. So my doctor is sending me to this specialist in March. So I hope in April I will have better news about my eyes or the pressure going down. Anyhow, my daughter researched and found out that exercising also can help. And although I've been exercising, I do mostly walking. She found out that cardio, aerobics, those help to stabilize the eye pressure. So I've now joined a program called Fit On, where I get to do lots of these exercises. I think I have a little snippet of me doing an exercise I will put in at the end of this video. I also have an egg punch recipe that I take after strenuous workout. It's one of those pick-me-up kind of feeling I get when I take it. I used to drink this in my teenage years. When I lived with my aunt in Montego Bay, she would make this for me and her husband. And I don't think my cousins liked it. And my aunt didn't like it either, but I did like it. And I would have it for breakfast. And we would drive all the way from Obey to Senton. At that time, it was a long ride to get to Senton. The roadway was longer. So I would have that and would not have anything else to eat until midday when we get to Senton. So I will leave the recipe and maybe you'll enjoy it. There is alcohol, but the trick here is moderate consumption. Okay? Anyhow, something I have to talk about this time is Black History Month. It's February, and it's a month devoted to celebrating Black history, their accomplishments, their achievements, their contributions. There has been a lot done by Black people, but it's not mentioned. I mean, yes, there is some, especially in Canada. We learn more about the American blacks than we do Canadian blacks. We're not mentioned, even though we have accomplished a lot, or blacks have accomplished a lot. You know, it's hidden. You have to dig deep to find this information. It's not publicly available. Children are not taught much about black people in schools. What the children learn in Canada, maybe if they learn anything about black people, it's about American blacks, not the Canadian blacks, when there have been so many Canadian blacks who have helped, to shape Canada in every, field. Doctors, lawyers, the we're great entertainers, and the whole works, all the fields. Black people all over have done a lot, and you really have to try hard to find this information. We're not credited for what we have done. I'm saying we, being black, although I did not accomplish much of these, but yeah, black people are a powerhouse in all fields. We have even gone to space. Just the other day during the Olympics in Beijing, there was a black girl winning speed skating for the U.S. How is that? A black girl doing winter sports. And of course, remember, we had the Jamaican bobsled team. So, black people try, but we still get knocked down, even to the point of, being still looked at as servants. Just recently I saw on TikTok there was a manager at one of these fast food restaurants in the States. When she was asked why a certain employee was given only the task of sweeping and mopping, she said, he's given, I think his name is Anthony. Anthony mops because he's black. Anthony sweeps because he's black. And for a black woman, I have experienced, some of this, mainly you're here just to clean up or to serve. If only another black woman who have experienced, this can relate. For me growing up, I grew up in a country where for me it was triple whammy. I was dark-skinned black, short, and female. So I had all those against me. Luckily for me, my brain worked and I did well in school, so I was able to, accomplish something. But in those years in Jamaica, if you were dark-skinned and, didn't have anyone to bat for you, you didn't get many opportunities. It was just the lighter-skinned people. They were the ones who got the opportunities. In the banks, in schools, in advertising. You couldn't be black and become a model or, advertise anything for Jamaica. Anyhow, it has changed. Jamaica has come a long way from that. And I am so proud of that. Black people are in everything now, dark-skinned people. And here in Canada, like I said, if you have experienced what I've experienced, you'll understand. I came to Canada not knowing that racism was here that much. I am not naive. I knew there was racism, but I didn't expect it to, be in Canada as it is. I learned about it in the U.S. Even from growing up in Jamaica, I knew what happened in the U.S., the lines for colored people, separate entrances, and all that. There were signs put up, no, blacks allowed or for white people only, etc. So, but I didn't see those for Canada. They were in black magazines, like I had the Jet and Ebony in Jamaica. So I saw a lot of the American racism and problems. But now that, I have had the experience of racism in Canada, I can share it. I came from one job where I was an executive assistant, walk into another, and despite my resume included me being an administrative assistant at one of Canada's finance institutions of learning, at one of Canada's major insurance companies, and then this one, the last one I left as an executive assistant, I was still relegated to the file room in this job. And I wonder, had I been white, would I be sent to the file room? Hell no, I would not. So we've come a long way, and they're hiring and making ways for black people, and marginalized people. Now there is BIPOC and all that, but there's still much to be done. There are many more things to be known, come out of the darkness into the light about black people. So I am asking other black people to speak up. Unlike me, I did not speak up, and I think at the time when I experienced that, if I had said something, maybe, things wouldn't work out how they did. But anyhow, I got out of the file room, but that is just a shared or a lived experience. And when I heard that manager say Anthony sweeps because he's black, Anthony mops because he's black, I thought about me. Dawn went to the file room because she's black. And so many more, injustices play out in the workplace, but we don't hear much about them because it's kept quiet. But I am advising you all to speak up because that's the only way we'll, be heard. And when we're not given the opportunities, fight. The door is closed. Kick it down too if you have to. And when you kick it down, hold it open for, the marginalized people to get in through that door too, and get an education. Please do not say because of injustice, I could have all the degrees in the world and will not be able to use it. No, please do not get an education because that's the way out of this, racism or, the injustice that we experience sometimes, as a older person who will not be able to do much now. I am asking you, the younger ones, to fight, make sure that you get your education, and I believe we'll overcome. But for now, I'm glad you were able to join me, and I hope you will come back next time, and may you like this video, share it, and subscribe so that I'll be able to come back. And I hope when I return, I will feel better about my eyes or, have better news. So, for now, stay healthy and stay strong. Bye. Folks, here are the ingredients for my pick-me-up drink, my egg punch. As you can see, condensed milk, Guinness stout, I'll use an egg, and there is my nutmeg with my grater beside it. And I use just one egg, half of that can of Guinness Stout, a tablespoon of condensed milk, and a pinch of nutmeg. These are the ingredients of my after workout drink. I don't take it often because it has alcohol, and I feel better after I drink it. It has alcohol in the stout, so if you cannot take alcohol, please do not. It's not very strong because I do add some water to it. Anyhow, I do that for not for the sweetness and sugar and alcohol content, which is not good for me. Anyhow, that's the drink I make, and I learned that it's stout has health benefits, good for the eyes. Also, the egg is good for the eyes too. So, if you want to try this drink, it's moderate consumption, folks. I don't do this often, but um, for me, it's a lovely drink, and I feel better after taking it. All right, and here is the end result of my drink. This is what I have after my workout. That's what it looks like. Okay. All right.